This is the latest solar tracker pole that I'm going to use. I've now actually taken the old one out and I've actually put this one in, which is 100mm thick, and it's completely all the way up to the top to the bottom in the ground. It's full of concrete. I've now just filled up the actual centre pole with concrete, and we've got to wait for it to dry. That'll make it more rigid, sort of thing. This is a new mount, which I'm quite pleased with. As you can see, here is the actual one of the mounting arms here. I'm going to actually be mounting the actuator on that point there, and the other end of the actuator is going on this point over here. Okay. On this particular design, I've actually added some bars, which are actually attachment bars to go onto the frame. The frame will be held rigidly with these, which go up to the side of the frame. One on the front, on the left, one on the right. There's also a rear one, which I've put on this, as you can see, for rear movement in case I decide to put an actuator to move it in the other axis position, which is the up and down position. Because at the moment it will go left and right, and the axis to the up and down is fixed. But I'll actually be remedying that later on when I actually speak to Dwayne and order a dual axis tracker to replace the one I'm actually using. On the top I've also done an improvement, which I'm going to do. The bracket off the frame is at the engineers at the minute, and the bolt I've replaced with a bolt called a set screw. Now what he's going to do on the other one, on the other piece, he's got to put a screw nipple, so I can actually get a oil gun and inject copper slip or anything else into the actual bolt anytime I want to stop it seizing up. He decided, well, he said that it's the best design. He said everything seizes up. If you put a pin in, that'll seize. If you put anything in, that'll seize. So what I've done, I've reused the old plate and I've actually welded it all onto the bottom. My friend Marty has done it. He's come round tomorrow to weld round this little bit round here, to put a little joint round there to us completely welded in the top. I've actually got 4 bolts here. As you can see, this turned around quite nicely now, holding the actual tube on, and inside there's a big bearing that goes up to there, made of steel, and there's 3 bearings inside of that, and there's a shaft about, I don't know, probably that thick in there. It's as big as a car axle. You may notice there's another point on the front. I put that on there just in case I want to put another brace going forward. Depends which way I want to tilt it, up and down on the front or the back. I can use either of them. So that's actually an extra thing. As you can see, I've used what they call it starts here at this position, and it'll be facing the east, so it comes up slightly to the left, and as it goes round during the day, the arms, or the motorcycle arms as I'd call them, come round. They close up slowly until they actually come up to about there, I should think, and by then they're facing near enough where the sun's coming down. I can't get 180 degrees, so I can get close to it. Maybe I can get a bit further. This is a quick update to see what's going on. Hopefully, maybe in another week, this should all be up and running when the other bits come back from the engineer, and then I can start putting the frame up and start putting all the rest of it up. This time, that should handle the actual wind with no trouble at all. As you can see, everything is completely industrial on this, and this time it doesn't move, and it will not move. At the moment the pole moves slightly, but when the actual concrete is actually set, that'll be rock solid. Okay. The last one we took out at the bottom, the old one, we actually had to use an engine hoist over the top to lift it out, and it was about 3.5 foot long, and it weighed about 1/3 of a ton. This one is slightly bigger at the bases, so we had to cut it around the base, so I think we're up to about 1/2 ton in weight. So I don't think there's much chance of anything blowing away from the bottom end. As long as the top end's good, that's all that really needs to be done. Anyway, also the pole needs to be painted in Hammerite, which I'm going to do later on. We sort of had this little design here. We came up with this because it was box section steel, nice and strong. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually drill 2 holes there, and there'll be the actuator going through the centre with a pin, which I'm having some special pins made. They're okay. I can just slip them in and out and have some split little clips on the end of them, little split pins through the ends. They'll be the same on this one as well. This is a quick update. It's a 5-minute update this time. Hope all you people out there can find it interesting. This is how to build solar trackers the industrial way. and I need this up because I want the electricity from it, because I'm running my caravan on it. So the batteries ain't getting charged at the minute. Anyway, catch you later. Bye. Update coming soon when I get further.